Hi Mark.
Hi.
Welcome back to Milano.
Thank you
and
very much.
welcome to Linea Rock.
Thank you very much.
So tonight you're playing the Forum in Milan, the biggest Italian audience you had so far till now as headliners. So your success is growing album by album, tour by tour. It's very positive in this period of recession and so on. So how do you feel about that?
We feel very, very fortunate to be able to do what we love to do and watch the fan base grow. And the harder we work at it, the better things seem to get. So it's been great.
And how do you feel with this non-stop working, especially you and Miles, actually, which, you know, maybe belongs more to other times like the 70s or the 80s, right. Not to modern rock very much. Is it a choice for you, and is it tough, or you leave it, you know, as like a mission?
We love it. You know, it's just something that it's what we love to do. It's our favorite hobby as well as our job. You know, so okay. It's we just every moment you get to write songs, we take advantage of that.
And do you think that the fact, you know, of being a non-stop working band helped, in a sense, your success to grow maybe faster than any other act?
Well, we take 3 years in between records with Alter Bridge, but you know we do stuff on the side,
Yes.
But I think all the stuff on the side also helps bring attention to Alter Bridge, and it's just we've toured and toured and toured and toured for 10 years now, so it's finally got to a point where I think we're comfortable with where we're at.
Is Calm the Fire on the new album, in a sense, about this, or
no,
like autobiographical, or
no? Calm the Fire is about prejudice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the disgusting nature of prejudice.
Okay, so let's talk about this new album, Fortress. It's out since 1 month and a half, and is one of the hottest album and best-selling albums already. Since Alter Bridge is invincible, in a sense, how does it feel for you? I mean, is this a big responsibility for you each time, you know, you're getting bigger and bigger, so the next step maybe can be tougher? No,
we don't give in any kind of pressure, you know, it's all about what we want to do artistically, and it's gotten bigger, but we've been fighting a battle for so many years, we don't feel like invincible at all. We've been beat down a lot, so okay. It's I think we feel finally comfortable with where we are, but it's been a hard, hard fight. It hasn't been easy.
Is this fortress for you like a place to hide, or a symbol of your power?
Fortress in itself is about the vulnerability of things, so it's the opposite of what it might sound. It's the subject matter in the song Fortress is about how anything that's steadfast in your life has a shelf life. So things could just disappear, and you might not see it coming. So
it's a pretty long track, 7 minutes, 36 seconds, as the song that opened the albums, which is long as well, 6 minutes. And did you work, I mean, on this song especially, maybe with more experimental way than in the past? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, those two songs were the ones that most of it came about in the studio in pre-production. So we just tried to put our heads together to try and make them unpredictable and experiment as much as we possibly could with, especially those two songs.
Okay. The new album has a strong, harder sound and seems even darker and angrier in the themes. And in the mood also than, you know, the recent records. Is that because it was maybe, again, a very intense period for you, or, you know, considering also the side project, or it's just the inspiration was like that this time?
We just wanted to make a record that had a lot of energy to it, that was fun to perform live, and I don't see it as being I think our darkest record is AB3, with the lyrical content, but this is the most energetic record we've done.
And the booklet is very particular. which, you know, with each song combined with a particular image. How did you work on that? I mean, you worked that as band, or it was the graphic designer that chose the photos?
My brother Dan does all of our art,
okay.
and he'll throw a bunch of ideas at us, and we'll kind of, you know, tell him what we like and what we dislike, and we'll work on it together.
It's a special choice, especially, you know, in a period where download seems the only thing that matters, and nobody gives a lot of attention, you know, to graphics, and so it's a courageous choice, and it's very good.
Well, thank you.
And about Michael Basquet, he's like the fifth member of Alter Bridge. Since the beginning, he's been aside the band. How his effort and influence is unique and irreplaceable, let's say, you know, and when he enters the scene normally, when you're working on the songs or when the pre-production is finished, how do you work with him?
Well, with every record, me and Miles will get together first, and we'll put together our ideas. We'll take everything we've written in the past couple of years and throw them at each other, piece together songs like a puzzle, pretty much. Okay. And then once we have, you know, 15 songs or so, then we'll get with the rest of the guys in the band and work out our arrangements. And once we have our arrangements done, we will go in and get with Elvis, Michael Basquet, and we will take those arrangements and make them better. You know, we will, especially this album, we took a month in pre-production, where before we've taken a week or 9 days. So we really tore the songs apart, put them back together multiple times, and he just becomes a trusted fifth member of the band that throws ideas like, how about we make a stab here on this fill, or we do this transition, or try, you know, it's just one more person trying to make the songs unique, and he's just, and he gets the best tones, and he's a great mixer, and he just brings the best out of us.
Do you think that at some point you feel the need to change the producer, or you think that this growing, you know, together is going to go on a lot more?
I mean, at this point, we love the situation. You know, we don't want to change it. So
okay. You don't change a winning team.
unless he wants to not work with us anymore, we're going to work with
okay.
him.
Yeah. In Water Rising, you're also the lead singer this time. Why that song in particular? I mean, is it a song you brought to the band that came out of, you know, different sessions from your project? And was it comfortable for you to sing lead with Miles around?
Yeah, I mean, that song was just one of the songs that me and Miles put together, and by the end of pre-production and when we started tracking, I was working on guitar solos, he was working on some lyric stuff, and was like, I just don't have enough time for this song, I don't have any idea for it, why don't we just let, you know, Elvis and Miles, like, why don't we just hand this one over to Mark and have him finish it off, because I'd already written the lyrics to the chorus, and and fans were asking, you know, is Mark going to sing more on the record, because I did the solo stuff, and so we thought it'd be another good way to surprise fans with something we've never done before. And
you were both comfortable, I mean, Miles as well, for the fact that you were singing lead,
yeah.
You were comfortable with him. Will you ever switch, you know, roles? Or
there's been more and more, ever since day one, there's been more of him taking leads and me singing more, so we'll kind of, you know, share those roles, you know, be that gray area between who does what a little more, you know.
What if he wants to play a solo?
He does tons of solos.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it, okay. There is a limited edition, very rich one, box coming out, which is called X10, coming out January 6th, 2014, and it's celebrating Alter Bridge 10th anniversary. Can you tell us more about the project, its content, the meaning of this box for you, the price, and whatever you want to tell us about it? It's very rich, 16 DVDs.
Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know all the particulars of it. I know that all of our albums will be on there. All of our DVDs, you have Live at Wembley, Live in Amsterdam, all 4 albums. They're out here filming this whole, half of this tour, so we've been filming for quite a while now. Tonight will be the highlight of this DVD. So it'll be a lot of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of interviews, a lot of performance stuff, and of course tonight will be, Milan will be one of the highlights of the DVD.
Do you have a particular relation with Italy, actually? So that's why you chose this show as the highlight for the box? Or
well, I'm Italian, but Italian fans have always been, since day one, some of the most passionate fans we've ever played for, and you know, we've always loved it here, so we wanted to make it special for both us and Italy.
Some way to give back the affection too.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You're considered one of the most influential guitar players of the new generation for your creativity, your technique, your style. You've been Guitarist of the Year quite several times on big magazines like Guitar World, Total Guitar, and so on. How does it feel as a self-taught guitarist, and how would you describe the evolution of your guitar style through the years?
Well, it's all the accolades and all that stuff is great. It just shows you that you've worked hard for a reason. But I still feel like I've got so far to go, and there's so many guitar players out there that blow my mind how good they are. But my evolution as a player, I started as a songwriter. I consider myself much more a songwriter than a lead guitar player. I've got much more confidence in my songwriting than I do in my lead guitar playing. That's pretty much where I spend 90% of my time is writing songs and writing vocal melodies, and so it's that's why the solo project was fun to do, because I got to sing the vocal melodies. But I think when I got my signature guitar with Paul Reed Smith's, when I really said I better learn how to play some lead guitar, because now I have a signature guitar and all, so that's when I really hunkered down and practiced really hard, and I love to play guitar, I love to write songs, and I've just done it for a lot of years now.
Being also a solo artist in between the last Alter Bridge album and this one, did change some way your approach to songwriting again? I mean, you told that you already worked a lot on melodies also before, but maybe did it change anything?
I just had to, I've written a lot of lyrics in the past, but I never had to do 12 songs at once.
Okay.
So I had to learn how to draw from many different inspirations to get enough lyrical content out there for a while. So that's the first time I had to do that. But and another thing was learning how to write a song that you could play and sing the whole time, because in the past I would write a complicated riff, sing over it, but I wouldn't do it at the same time. So now I had to figure out how to do all these things at once.
What do you miss of Alter Bridge when you are, touring as a solo artist, and otherwise, what do you miss when you're, with Alter Bridge, of the fact of being solo?
When I'm doing the solo band, I miss not being the center guy. It's kind of good to be the quiet one, the one I don't have to talk all the time. I can just play my guitar, speak with my guitar. But on solo tour, I've got to talk to the crowd and entertain, and I'm not an entertainer. I'd like to just play my music. But when I'm with Alter Bridge, I miss. I love singing. I get to sing "Waters Rising" now and sing a few other things. But there's something about singing that. It almost makes your guitar take a back seat. It's so much more expressive when you can sing. So,
since you're always one step ahead, now that the new album is done, you're touring with Alter Bridge the world, I guess. The box is coming out, so you're already working on your next solo album, just to be on time.
Yeah, always working.
Okay,
yeah.
So you have some new songs already written?
New parts. New parts. Yeah.
You're always right on the road. This record, Fortress, was pretty much written on the road.
Yeah, well, me and Miles will write individually, separately.
Yeah.
Like, that's my little writing station over there.
Okay.
I'll write in
We can
hotel
see
rooms.
that. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
You got
write
everything
in
in there.
hotel rooms and at home, and just constantly write. So when it comes time to do an album, that's when I'll throw out my favorite ideas to Miles, and he'll throw out his favorite ideas to me. And it only took us just over a week to form the bulk of this record.
Wow. In the past, you had problems with record labels like Wind Up and Universal. Since you signed with Roadrunner Records, how things changed for good on your side?
They just really know how to market a band like us. You know, it's Universal Records didn't know, to me, in my opinion, didn't know how to market a band that wasn't a big pop sensation, that wasn't all over TV, and they kind of threw us out there, see how we did. Once we didn't turn into a million records selling band, they just kind of forgot about us, it seemed like. Roadrunner knows how to get down, dig deep in the trenches, and spread the word. They're great with media. They're great with, especially over here in Europe, they just know how to get every outlet possible that's interested in rock music, and they've done a wonderful
So
job.
you're completely satisfied of the
Yes,
new
oh,
deal,
yes.
and you're gonna stick with them
Yes.
for a long time. What would you suggest to a young guitarist approaching, you know, this world now with, you know, the dream of making this for a living?
You know, it's just, it might look like a glamorous lifestyle, but it's a lot of work. You know, it's just a lot of, you know, with Alter Bridge, you know, it's been 10 years, and we're still fighting, you know, to break a lot of mark. Like in the States, we're still fighting the fight there to try and make it a band that can tour and not have to, you know, and still be able to pay people to work with us on the road. So it's not all glamour, it's a lot of work.
Okay.
But if you're passionate about it, go for it.
Okay. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.